want me to try to force yours from here?
Mm-hmm.
Give me your stuff.
It's SierraTompkins@gmail, the password.
What? Max is high.
It's the password that I'm having. Nothing. We can try 16.
G uppercase or lowercase?
Uppercase, I believe. That was way too long.
It did, didn't it? I'm like, what the hell happened here? I'm like, yo, what did I type? Let's try that again.
Yeah, that looks like that could possibly be it.
What? It might be.
It might be.
Oh, wait a minute.
Look at God.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
That's one thing that we had a problem with.
This is taking too long. Oh, there she goes. Unplug directly into the box. This shouldn't even be a thing. Oh, a pain in the butt. Oh my god. It's so annoying. Just hit the button. Hot dog.
Is it a touchscreen?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You thought I was just touching it?
Yeah, I did, because, I mean, anything's possible. If you believe.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a touchscreen. And then I'm starting not to like you, the browser. You're starting to get on my nerves. Okay, why are you not following that though? Because that's not making any sense. Da 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 da. I'm about to throw you out. I'm serious, this is getting on my nerves. You're pissing me off. Like, it shouldn't take this long. Like, where's the holder? Move faster. Right? Okay. And then what? I can officially say this is not my favorite browser. I can say with certainty that this extra one, right? I'm sending him a letter later. It was taking too long. We wasted 20 minutes on nothing. This is done. I'm gonna let you marinate on that. We're gonna start the show and come back to it. Because I'm not gonna deal with that. That's crazy. Hello there. Everyone in TV land? No. Got everything?
Yeah, you know, as soon as we start, somebody always got a call.
Somebody they ass look. If you don't know by now, between 8 and 9. Not to talk to us. I'm not to tell you.
You're right. I'm trying to tell you. We good?
Yeah, I'm waiting on you.
I
said, there you go. You lied. They can see you acting up.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Social Flex. One of your Social Flex hosts and guides, Sierra Tompkins. Sitting here with my...
That's not how you're supposed to introduce yourself. Finish talking about you. Don't worry about
shit. Yup. I am 42. I am single and currently dating, figuring it out. Co-host with the most.
I am also your host of the Social Flex. I am Carlisa Turner. I just turned 42 because it's my birthday still. It's still my birthday.
Till November 30th.
Until I say it ain't.
Okay, well, I mean, you can write it out till January. Hey.
Still my birthday.
Hey.
I am open to dating. And that's all I got. That's all it is, open. That's all it is. It's an opening.
Today we're going to discuss the wonderful world of polyamory.
Is the world wonderful?
I mean, to some people it is.
Oh.
I mean, I would hope it's wonderful to everyone. I hope everybody has a wonderful world out there.
Of polyamory?
Not a polyamory, just a wonderful world.
That's what we talking about. So.
But the Google dictionary
You're
definition.
just gonna jump right into it without telling me so I can flip the screen?
Oh, my fault.
Oh my God. We're off to a terrible start.
It'll get better.
Oh, we're off to a terrible, terrible start. That should not be what that looked like. I'm a little pissed off about it. Personally. But okay, we're gonna rock with it. I don't know how to fix
time that I looked it up and everything. 8:25 a.m. was early morning.
It was, but that's not even supposed to be a part of the thing. I'm a little thrown out. That is not supposed to be there. So I'm gonna have to jump out of studio mode.
It was early.
To adjust.
8 a.m. While she's doing that, I'll read the definition off.
I'll read it.
Because you guys love definitions so much.
Do they?
I mean, every time we talk about something, they be like, well, what's the definition? So I'm thinking that they like definitions.
That's crazy.
Ain't it? Ooh, that's crazy.
Yeah, you know I had that different.
Yeah, I seen it when we first came in.
I had that chopped and screwed. I'm a little pissed off about that personally. But go ahead.
Polyamorous is characterized by or involving in the practice of engaging in multiple romantic and typically sexual relationships with the consent of all the people involved. I just found that to be a little interesting. The reason why I found it a little interesting is because you really have to trust everyone involved to be in a polyamorous relationship. Everyone has to have a certain level of clarity and openness to be involved. That's the first thing that came to my head. And I wish, unfortunately, we're kind of guestless today, but I wish that there was a male here that can kind of speak to the theory of a.
I feel like a trying. We had a whole panel playing.
We did. To speak to the theory of kind of like a little thought process that I had with this. Because I know getting called the minority in situations happens a lot, and I don't know if it's just my thought process with a lot of things, or maybe it's because I grew up around all boys and my brothers. I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna say that like in these cases, I don't know if it's like this how it feels like females could possibly be honest about it. I think like a male would have a problem with a female having multiple partners and like kind of being okay with that. That's where my mind went once I really started to dive into the topic. If we have any questions, comments, please hop into the chat. We would like to definitely speak with you guys, and hopefully you could bring some context to this. Can we go to...
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
The urban.
Give me 2 mementos really quick. Okay.
The urban definition.
The urban definition.
Yeah, the urban. And I mean, it's pretty much the same. Polyamorous in the Urban Dictionary is the state of having multiple sexually or romantically committed relationships at the same time with consent of all partners involved. Now, that was a little different because it said committed relationships. The other one didn't really specify on whether it was committed or not committed. What do we got going on?
That's not muted.
It is.
Hear it? It ain't.
Unless it just became unmuted. Corey, can you mute that, please?
This one.
Not the mic, the speakers. I don't just unmuted it. It was muted. I don't know what's...
The mic is hot. That's why I can hear what's coming out of it. I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Is it yours?
No, it's whatever computer that is. Yes, it is. See? Look, you see the thing rising and falling?
It's the MacBook. Corey, can you...
No, the names are crossed. It's okay, girl. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, as I was stating, the difference in that, from what I read in the original one, is the commitment aspect of it, I guess. If you could have a conversation with everyone involved and y'all all be committed, I mean, to me, that's a plus, a kudos. Wow.
And that's supposed to be committed?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm not in a polyamorous.
If you're in a polyamorous relationship, I would assume, because I'm not in one.
Well, that's why I said
I'm not in one, so I would assume that means that all parties involved are exclusive to that situation, and that situation only.
Well, that's why I said the regular definition and the urban definition are different. So As we dig deep into this, I guess we'll find out more information. You want to hit the next slide, please?
No.
Yep. Is polyamory cheating? Polyamory is not cheating. It is based on honesty. All partners involved must be aware of the kind of relationship they are entering into and enthusiastically consent to be a part of it. That does not mean that everyone in a polyamorous relationship must identify as polyamorous or dating multiple partners. There are plenty of happy poly relationships, but it doesn't mean that cheating on your partner, but it doesn't mean that cheating on a partner you must have a monogamous with from the intersect of your relationship and then calling it polyamory when other partner is revealed is not polyamory. Okay, that really just confused.
I'm sorry.
You want to read it? Yeah, please. Because it really confused the crap.
Polyamory is not cheating. It is based on honesty, which means everybody got to be on the same page. All partners involved must be aware of the kind of relationship they are entering into and enthusiastically, which means you got to be excited. You got to be like, woo!
No, that's what I'm saying. This is
to not be committed. Well, you got to be committed to something.
Consent to be a part of it. That does not mean that everyone in a polyamorous relationship must identify as polyamorous or is dating multiple partners. There are plenty happy poly relationships. Well, that's what you should have did. What the hell is monopoly?
I mean, we won't get into
but it does mean that cheating on a partner you have been monogamous with from the inception of your relationship and then calling it polyamory when your other partner is revealed is not polyamory. Meaning,
It's heavy.
me and Corey been dating this whole goddamn time. And it's just been me and Corey. Me and that's all. Me and you. And then all of a sudden, up pops your ass. And I'm looking at Corey like, where the fuck did she come from?
right.
And I just tell you,
Corey can't then turn around and be like,
I'm poly. You know what I'm saying?
what you mean? I'm polyamorous. No, the fuck you're not.
No, the fuck you're not. No, the fuck you're not.
No, that's an excuse.
You're
Yeah, I
not
mean, like, I
polyamorous.
get it, but
And I'll kill you. I'll snuff you right. And her. So,
Yeah,
but
that's heavy, man.
I
That's
also definitely think it depends on what your definition of cheating is. That's what I said. Based on honesty, I guess honesty is the
cheating at the line. We done had this conversation.
That's pretty much all it is.
We didn't have this conversation at just recently at the love event.
We did.
I mean, can any of y'all ever see yourself like actually in a relationship where it's not mono? You know what I mean? In a poly relationship, any like point in your life, maybe later in life, you don't care. You ever like had a husband and just say like, or you ever had like let your husband just like, you go ahead, do your thing. I'm cool. I don't know, man. It's interesting.
That's all something you want to do with your wife?
I don't know, man. You know, when I retire, I'm gonna start smoking.
That's something you want to do with your wife.
When I retire, I'm gonna start smoking weed. I don't know what else I'm gonna start doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what she's gonna be okay with. Maybe she's tired
still
of
friends at this interview. You're like,
right.
If you gonna be cool with wifey going out there and doing her.
No, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't.
So that's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to correlate to at the beginning. It's like, for me, I feel like men would not, some men, I'm not going to say all men, would not be okay with a woman being like, all right, I'm poly today.
Unless that was the
you said
foundation
that?
of the relationship going in.
Yeah, when you said that.
The foundation of your relationship going in was that you had an understanding that we together, this is us. However, I'ma also date Keisha, and then you gonna date
John, Matt,
or Tina. I don't know. Whoever is tickling your fancy at that time. You understand what I'm saying? So unless that is the foundation going in, I mean, then again, I can see how it can. Somebody find somebody that got their eye, and they come home like, you know, I was thinking, wouldn't it be a great idea
That's how they would sound too.
if we just decided to try being polyamorous for a little while?
I mean,
Again,
it's a possibility. I mean, it has happened, right?
I mean,
has happened.
definitely, there are some people out there that live by the lifestyle and are cool with it. I mean,
I don't know. When you said that earlier, though, would a guy be okay with? Nah. I don't know any man that can. None of my friends that have been involved in like a situation like
Because
that where it worked out.
my thing
You
is
know what I
like,
mean?
if you, as a man, expect for like, okay, I'm gonna go to my wife or my girl and be like, hey, why don't we? I'm trying to be honest.
Yeah.
Why don't we try this little situation out? And you know, you cool with that? And what if she flip it on you and be like, all right, that's cool. If I could be with Timbo,
If you're like, okay,
I mean,
and now you can't get mad because you're like, who the fuck is this?
in my-
You said
you know what I'm saying?
we
In my
was
mind-
poly. You're like, no, you're
Yeah,
like, I was
but no, seriously, in my mind, if I'm dating a woman and she sleeps with somebody else, for some reason, in my mind, the value of her goes down.
damn.
It just I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Meanwhile, your stock is up. That's crazy.
We are.
Damn,
We are different.
Meanwhile, your stock is
Yeah.
up.
That
I
could be
don't
a
know.
podcast.
It feels like that. That's what it just. I'm just telling you honestly. That's what it feels like. It feels like,
That's
oh, no, she
crazy.
for the streets. Like in my mind, I'll
Not for
never
the
be able.
streets?
Wow.
She's the
Boy,
streets.
I'm saying that
She belongs to the
that's
streets, man. She belongs to the streets.
It's the
Yeah, I know it probably is. No, it
He
is.
said it probably is.
It is.
like absolutely
But
hypocrisy.
that's just how I feel.
The
Like this is me
double
being
standard
honest.
of it all.
I'm not saying maybe
It's-
she
that's
should
a-
feel the same way with me though.
That's a
She
different
should feel the same way.
podcast, though. That's
You
like
know, I
I
don't
feel
know.
like that's.
It's just the same market.
I mean,
don't
but
know.
like that's like to me that dips into another.
Narcissism.
No.
That's what it feels like. I feel like a narcissist right now, but I'm just saying.
No, it's-
Blooded. Like this.
So
Yeah.
it brings out a sense of honesty when it comes to intimacy and relationship and being sexual, because it's like, damn, like you could be sexual, like a man could be sexual with another female and be like, oh, and I got that shit, yeah, but as soon as a woman be like that, it's like, damn, you for the streets, cuz.
Like,
I mean, all right, so I'm gonna
crazy.
take this back. So I was in a situation with a lady, and you know we had some friends, and we was on that. You know what I mean? We was like, you know what? Let's have a good time all together.
Oh, y'all did some orgies.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Some shit happened, and I could never erase that from my mind. Even though I said I was okay with it, for some reason it just
wasn't okay with
I
it.
couldn't.
But I say that
couldn't
all the
quit.
time. You don't know until you know. You don't
Yeah.
know what you're okay with and what
Right.
you can handle until you're in a situation to have to handle it. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like a good idea at the time. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, let's go. Let's
Let's figure this
You know
out.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you get there, you're like,
Hmm.
so you like that shit? That
You know what I'm
was a good
saying?
time for you?
I mean, imagine you sitting on the other side. You may be with somebody else, but you hearing your lady or your man over there enjoying themselves in the same room where y'all always
Just
been.
keep keying and
it's-
shit.
Yeah, just you know what I'm saying. And he's hitting it just a little, like you never heard him sounds. You never heard him sounds.
Hey, look.
Like, hey, no.
You never made that sound
Yeah, you know,
right.
so like these are conversations that people that are in those situations probably have to have, like, or not have. I don't know. How can you not have that conversation though? How can you not think like that? I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I could.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Participating in the gander.
Stupid ass. One of my things fell off and now it snags everything. Oh, okay. Is polyamory the right choice for you?
Okay, that's what y'all gonna bring in after that conversation, because I obviously know it's not my thing. Yeah.
Is it? So what we want to know is, before you get into a polyamorous relationship, consider these important points. This type of relationship requires a lot of clear and open communication to navigate, since the typical relationship rules do not apply here. So you don't tell me what to do.
Okay, all right.
Do you, boo boo? That's what we doing us, right?
And
Do you,
we
baby.
gonna do us, we
Do
do us,
you.
and I'm gonna do me, and you do you.
Polyamory may be over-sexualized by people who are unfamiliar with it. Hence, you should prepare for the judgy looks and statements. You have to keep an open mind about sharing your partner with the other person throughout the relationship.
Not
You don't
gonna
look
happen.
like her man is open.
Yeah. That's just kind of
Just
right
saying.
there. I
Her
already
man don't
know
look that
it.
open to me.
Yeah.
It does not only revolve around physical intimacy, contrary to popular beliefs. So don't get into it if you are only seeking excitement.
Whoa. Okay.
So
Okay.
if you in it for the thrill,
Yeah.
don't.
You got to be really about that life. Yeah. Can't be visiting.
No,
You're
Your
the residency.
partner may or may not share the details of their time with the other partner, and you have to be understanding of that.
Okay.
that's a big one right there.
So, how I feel, I'm gonna say how I feel. Maybe, maybe when I was younger, that was something because that would happen when I was younger. I don't know. I just couldn't digest that now, man. When I'm with somebody, she like I feel like I'm hers, she mine's, man. I just couldn't stomach that. You know, you just cheat on me, shit. You know what I'm saying?
But
Don't be
I
out there
guess-
like,
I don't
you know,
wanna know.
yeah.
But
just
I guess this
yeah.
takes away the cheating aspect of it, because now we're open about and honest about what everyone's movement is.
But are we? Because it just said at the bottom of that
But
thing
it's-
that no, the fuck we're not.
But
Are we?
what I mean by that is that we're open and honest with the fact that we're dealing with someone else. I may not give you the full disclosed details of what we're doing in each and every situation, but you do know this person exists. You do know I'm in a relationship with this person.
Let me ask you a question. So, my mindset, I'm trying to. I never like to be for certain about something like 100%, right? I want to keep my mind open. Now, what if your man has ED, or your lady was in a car accident and she no longer can service you? You know what I'm saying?
What capacity?
I mean, sexually.
These is
You know what I mean? So, and you know, maybe the guy's still in his prime. You know, you allow that.
those are
Those are different situations.
but they're
Are
fair
they?
questions.
No, I'm just saying it's a different circumstance. What I'm saying is, if you're in a position where you're with someone and you don't want to leave them, but they can no longer satisfy that, then it's time to have a conversation about how everybody can feel fulfilled inside the relationship.
Okay.
That comes with a certain level of understanding. And but see, here's the problem. It's a landmine. At that point, it's a field of mines, because it always sounds so simple
Right.
Until you
going
go
in.
through it.
You know what I mean? Like, okay,
Right.
just so that you could get off, you
Right.
could go a few times a month. You get this hall pass.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And in theory, the hall pass is not supposed to be with the same person each time, but then that's disgusting.
Yeah,
Right.
now you out here tricking.
But then if it is with the same person, you're expecting this person not to develop some type of affection for that person.
Emotion,
Which-
affection.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, how do you know what I'm saying? Because the heart wants what the heart wants.
Right.
You understand what I'm
That's
saying?
real. Yeah.
Now your person is now falling for this person because they're exciting and they're free and
Right.
they can do all of these things
Right.
that you can't do, and while they love you, that love ain't the same no more. And so now, you understand what I'm saying?
Right. So is that polygamy though?
I don't
That-
think that's
that
polyamory
is-
at that point.
Well,
Yeah, or
again,
that
it
just
depends
a
on the conversation
shit
that
show.
those two people have.
Why I don't
walking
feel
into
it's why Carlisa doesn't feel it's polyamory is because if I'm paralyzed from the neck down,
Right.
hypothetically, and I'm stuck and I'm confined in this chair, and while you may be doing what you're supposed to do to take care of me,
Right.
I'm now a burden to you. Intentionally or unintentionally, I'm now a burden to you.
Okay.
I can't go off and get what I need, you know what I'm saying, because my faculties are now shut down.
Right.
From here down, at least. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't just wheel my ass up out of here and go see Charles and them. You understand what I'm saying? You can go see who you need to see. So at that point, it's not polyamory.
Well, let's flip it.
What would we call that though?
But let's flip it.
What would that be? What would Carlisa okay, open relationship?
Now it's an open relationship because it's not dual sided.
Well, let's say it.
But then again, it's not. I don't know. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. No, it's not. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just like that could be a form of it.
I mean,
know,
I
guess,
agree because
can you
to
be
me,
half
it depends on
poly?
the conversation that you're having. Because I can be paralyzed, but I still could be speaking to someone else who gives me that emotional attachment that I need.
I would like to know how you're doing that.
Yeah,
How you doing all this?
this.
To someone else?
Put this shit.
Hey Siri.
You be, yo, you Google everything out here. You know what I mean? They turn to Google off.
Alexa, call Susan.
No.
I mean,
Calling Susan.
Right? Yes. Hey Susan, she just stepped out real quick. Let's it's a possibility.
I mean, so is poly just another word for open relationship?
I think that's a talking
It does. They parallel, don't they?
Yeah. I mean,
it's a talking point.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same thing. I just never seen an open relationship successfully work. I seen it become a trend.
I was going to transition it over. This is what's live. This is what's pending.
Yeah, I seen it be like, even like right now, it feels like it's more of a trend. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had more people that were doing it last year, the year before, where it was like, it was the thing, and none of that shit lasted. Everybody that was in that, I seen crumble.
More as so people got educated on it. Once you get educated on something, it's either something you want to do or you don't want to do.
Right.
And I think a lot of
people don't want to do it.
A lot of these relationship topics that we talked about throughout the season, once you get educated on them, it's like, wow, do I really want to do that or don't I? You know what I mean? It really leaves you with a choice on what you want to do. But the next slide really gets into like the glossary terms for polyamory and the different types of it just says glossary of terms, honestly.
You want me to?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. Would you ever see yourself being able to participate in poly? Like, even if there was a situation with your better half in that car accident situation, how would you approach that? Would you just go the rest of your life, you know what I'm saying? Not being serviced? Is that the word that I'm going to use now?
We'll circle back to that.
No, let's not circle back to it. I think we here.
Well, because I think there's really some terms that we need to discuss and some other things that need to be brought into the situation before I could really give a definitive on an answer.
That's a lot of words to just say, I'm not going to answer you. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. I'm going to give you the pass. You know what I'm saying? That was good, though. That was good. I was going to say, okay. I would say, okay.
Polyamory glossary of terms. Nesting partner. A living partner that is usually the primary partner. Triad, a.k.a. throuple.
What?
A throuple.
What are y'all?
Me. And she.
You mean a threesome? Is that what we talk? Hey.
A polyamorous relationship between three people, all of whom are actively involved with one another. A polyamorous relationship between three people where two people are dating one person but not each other.
Okay.
Polyandrous. When a woman is in a polyamorous relationship with more than one man. I know somebody like that. Polygynous. Polygynous.
I think you said it correctly.
Polygynous?
I see where you were going with this. Like hearing a few more little different things. I got you.
When a man is in a polyamorous relationship with more than one woman. Compersion, the feeling of joy at seeing another person experience joy.
That's
and
a clock.
polyamory, it's used as the opposite of jealousy. I.e.
That's a clock. That's a clock, right? Isn't that what they call it? A chuck or a cluck, whatever.
No, hold on. I'll tell you what it is. Damn, I had it. You're losing a laugh at you. A cuckold.
A cuckle. Yeah, a cuckle.
A couple.
AKA a bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, let's just call it what it is, right? Hey, sucker ass nigga. Hey, but nah, I get you. In my mind, I was thinking polygamy was just people out there. You fuck who you want to fuck. You fuck who you want to fuck.
Nah.
And I'm not thinking
more
of
structured than that.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of
Poly
that.
is way more structured.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of that.
That's why I said.
So my head was all the way.
Open relationship. That's what that is. Just do you, boo boo.
Yeah,
do you?
Because that's where I was at. I was wrong. Yeah, see.
Fluid bonded. The agreement to share bodily fluids with a person.
Shit.
In a polyamorous relationship, a couple may agree to be fluid bonded only to each other, which would mean they need to use protection when having sex with anyone else.
Okay. So.
That one I'm not.
That didn't mean anybody else.
That one I'm not comfortable.
I'm just
with
listening.
At all.
Just listening.
Not comfortable with that one
That is
at all.
disgusting.
At all, not comfortable.
Was that what I heard? Did I hear that right? Did they say that last one was
Fluid bonded?
Fluid bonding.
not fluid bonding? The one with the rubbers.
That was fluid bonding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you just don't.
So when we together,
Right.
we be raw.
Right.
But when
right.
you go out there,
Yeah.
you gotta wrap it up.
Yeah.
Okay. So would that be a problem?
I don't
I
don't knowingly want to participate in
I mean,
that.
off camera, y'all were talking about this. Not just messing with you.
Ain't that a bit?
I'm fucking with you.
No, I can't.
I don't understand where all our camera views went.
Yeah, they still up.
These ones. This one's up. Now this one down.
They came back.
I'm sorry.
I mean, so like to go back to your question,
Right.
I believe that there's a certain level of honesty with all parties in it. If all parties could be honesty and that jealousy factor not be there,
Right.
then yeah, it would probably be a possibility. But I haven't, nor do I. I mean, I can't say I would never be in a situation where that jealousy factor wouldn't creep in.
Right.
Because if I'm at the movies with Tom and you at the movies with Ed, like, why do we care? Like, if I'm at the movies and you're at the movies, like, why do we care that the other person's at the movie?
Because y'all
got
laughing
you.
too fucking loud.
Okay.
So,
All right. No, see, my head
because
was
only I'm allowed to jump on you like that.
my head was
Right, I mean, and
completely
that's what I'm
somewhere
saying,
else
that's
when this whole conversation started. You talking about like I got two girlfriends and we all live together type feel. That's
Some
what
of them do that.
Yeah,
So,
I
think that's where polygamy comes in, is when you're married to more than one person. I think that's
Right.
what polygamy is. But I think we dive into that a
And-
couple slides
yeah,
from now. But I think, because there's that Sister Wives.
Right,
that show,
right,
Sister
right.
Wives. I think that's polygamous.
Okay.
That man got 78 motherfucking broads he's responsible for, which is
Right.
crazy.
Which is crazy, but it was also kind of how like he was saying last week, how the world was before.
What?
You know,
But
I don't know. Maybe I want to believe that.
People can tell you anything. That, you right there, you don't really.
I just be thinking about that. Maybe I wanted to think that.
Practice it.
Yeah.
Like, I do think some religions practice it.
So in my research,
Okay.
in my research, what I've come to learn is that people romanticize that to make it more fairy tale-ish than it actually is.
Yeah.
What made polygamy a thing in my research was, if, in certain cultures, women are not allowed to be alone.
What do you mean by that?
Like, if I had a husband and I have children and then he dies,
Yeah.
like, in some code, they'll kill you too. Like, nah, go with that nigga. Like, get the fuck out of here. What do you think you're doing? So a man will come and take you into his family to protect you from being alone, because in some cultures it is improper and immoral for a woman to be alone, which is why they're married off at such young ages. So by the time you transition into adulthood, you're already somebody's wife.
Just like I think I read in Dubai, as a woman, you cannot be alone. like you have to be with a male.
Yeah, but that's
Just even walking up and
general.
down the
Yeah,
streets.
Yeah,
type
but I'm
feel?
talking about like
Okay.
culturally speaking, like you have to have a man, and you know what I'm saying. So if, like I said, you were married to somebody and he dies, then someone else from the community will take you in and make you one of their wives too,
Okay.
because it's
Yeah, I got you. It's just the way the
just
tradition.
the way
That's
it
just
is. The
the way
women
it
are not
was.
to be alone.
I got you.
Period.
That's happy, man.
Not the no
That's
independent woman up in here.
Yeah. Nah, man.
So
Okay. I got a new view because you said polygamy, and I'm thinking the whole time.
it's all the same.
Yeah, and there's so many different little versions of it. It just all sound like Howard to me, but it's alright. Not all the way. I mean, except for the one. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. I'm lost for words.
Polyamory explained comes from the Greek and Latin root meaning many loves.
Yeah.
Practice of engaging in intimate relationships with multiple people with knowledge and consent of everyone involved. Due to emphasis on consent, polyamory is also known as ethical non-monogamy. May follow a hierarchy, i.e. a primary partner is more important than the others. Could be hit that word for me.
What word?
Oh shit.
Hey, well, let me ask the question while y'all searching that. Do y'all know anybody that got two boyfriends or two girlfriends that live in the same house? I mean, y'all ain't gotta say that.
I know a woman. Well, hold on. Let's get through this.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna
okay.
tell you- 'cause
Let's,
I'll tell you
I
all
want to
my
get to the
business. I can
shits.
say her name, though.
You know what I'm saying? I want to get to the shits. Let's talk about
The last
Jackie.
two.
No, just play. No, just mess with you. I don't
So
know
did
if
you
that's
already
her
do
name.
this?
Yeah, I did that one. The last two.
Okay. Could be non-hierarchical.
Yeah, that's the one.
I.e., all partners are given equal importance. So there's no hierarchy.
Okay,
There's-
I got
The
you.
fact that we had to put all them L's and C's
That's
together,
what I was.
Yeah, I
that's
was
the theory.
just, they could have
That's
just
why I
said
was
that.
like, whoa,
They could
wait
have
a
just
minute.
said
A
that.
polyamorous relationship doesn't necessarily have to be sexual in nature.
So that's what I was saying. Like, could it be a possibility? Because again, it comes with honesty. So,
Yeah.
it's all about like the other person knowing that the other person exists, basically. So,
Yeah.
because it doesn't have to be sexual, I could tell. And these are very fictional, and these are not real people.
I'm not gonna be real in a moment.
I could tell
Okay.
Andrew. I could tell Andrew that I'm going on a date with John, and Andrew could tell me that he's going on a date with April, and we could totally be fine with that because there's a understanding and there's a honesty as to what's going on.
You know what? It's so crazy. I'm about to say this. It's crazy, but this is just how I feel. This is not anything I'm gonna act on. This is just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Look,
Disclaimer.
I would be okay. I would feel like I can handle having two girlfriends. But I don't feel like I could handle
Her having two boyfriends.
exactly.
That's some bullshit.
I know it is, but I'm just telling you, I don't know why I feel like that, but it just feels like, I don't know, maybe that's how society works, maybe I'm a psycho, I don't know, but it just feels like that. Like, maybe I'm not strong enough. I'm okay with admitting that.
But I don't think that it has anything to do with like not being strong enough or anything like that. Like I said, I just feel like
No, I feel like I'm not strong enough. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm just insecure. You know, maybe that's
I don't want to say that, but I do. Like I feel
Yeah.
like in some instances when
I
someone
can
is not
admit that.
okay
I
with
can admit
their,
that.
because again, it doesn't have to be sexual. It can just
Right.
be her and John going to get coffee and donuts. And
I think
shit
that's
like
so important for men though.
What's that?
It's sex. I think that's extremely. That's on a that's a higher. I think it's a little higher for a man than it is a woman in a relationship. It just seems like that. You know what I mean? Instinctively, I don't know, but it feels like that. So, you know, I don't know if I could shake that. Yeah,
I mean,
it's heavy, right?
It
It's
is.
heavy. It's
It
heavy.
is
It's heavy. It's heavy.
It's very heavy. I mean, it just came out, dog. I can't mute it.
Mm, mm, mm.
No, you ain't talking afterwards. It's all.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You all the way over there. Like we gonna hear the story.
Oh,
Let's hear the story.
yeah, 'cause
What
that's what
you
we
into
was
right now?
I know a person
Yeah.
who has a live-in husband and boyfriend, but also has an outside boyfriend.
And I just want to know.
How
she does
You know what? That's cool. If that's the thing,
it's awesome.
And
that's
she's
dope.
mad possessive of all three.
Oh wow!
She ain't with that shit. She'll fight you about all three.
All three of them.
That's
She's a
deep.
narcissist. For real.
She'll,
I don't know. What do you call that?
She'll take it there for all three.
Yeah. And they all feel loved. They all feel okay. I don't know.
I ain't
Like,
in a relationship. I can't tell you.
that's
that.
true. That's true. That's true.
I would say that the outside boyfriend to me, when I knew I'm very close with one of the old. They're not together anymore, but one of the old outside boyfriends. He didn't seem that happy to me.
Okay.
Maybe that's why he don't.
But I mean,
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he don't.
I mean, women are different these days, though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy to say that. I'm happy to say that there's almost a transition where it feels like women are embodying like this masculine trait, or what we used to think, what we think like males should be like.
There
No,
we
I'm
go.
serious. I'm just
It was the
saying,
word
like
masculine.
masculine. I'm trying to feel. Like, you know,
mean,
women are
because that
becoming
that
like
is
more like a train of
very-
thought, just like a man.
Yeah.
I would say more liberated.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I wouldn't use the word masculine. I would use the word liberated.
Okay, okay, okay.
Some women are becoming more liberated in how they express themselves
Right,
publicly,
right.
sexually,
Yeah.
mentally, emotionally, or
Right.
becoming more liberated in their approach. So women are out here like, so we have slut walks now.
Yeah, it's real.
You understand what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying?
a real thing.
And so, where you can come out and you're free to be. Now, once upon a time, slut was a derogatory term. It was a
Right.
damn near a slur.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, a class of women are taking that and giving that word power and, trying to make that negative a positive. Now, there's a whole class of people that ain't going for it.
Right.
But there's a class of people that are like, well, I can do what I want. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I could screw him and him if that's what I want to do.
Right.
Him and her. Her and him. Her and her. You know what I'm saying? All of them at the same time if that's what I
Right.
want to do. And that doesn't diminish
me at all.
you know what I'm saying? My value or who I am as a person.
Right. And I
Kudos to your bravery and confidence.
tell you the truth. I think, you know what I mean? That's just how we were roll. That's how men were rolling for ages, for years. And now we see women doing the same thing. Why am I feeling like that's not, that I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's something everybody fought for, right? Is like this equality. Like this, I don't know.
Personally need equality. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got you. I know the hands. I see the hands. We know what that means. We know what that means.
I think that means.
Yeah.
Like the weight off your
I don't
shoulders is
personally need
always
equality.
good. You know what I mean? But it's also when we talk about security, it's also it feels good to be in something secure. It
Right.
feels good for you, and I'm just saying, like, not even in a relationship, in a friendship.
Right.
It feels good to know that, like, you have somebody where if you have a friendship with someone of the opposite sex, they're not going to trip on you because that is a
Right.
friendship.
I got you.
So, but the whole women being more masculine is a whole nother conversation.
We're gonna say liberated.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's a
I'm
whole
gonna stick
it's
with
a whole
that.
nother
I just
conversation.
feel like
Yeah.
because when you use the term masculine, it first it comes across derogatory.
Okay.
Number one. Number two, it implies something a little bit different than I think the point you were trying to make.
Right.
You
You say
understand what I'm saying?
liberated. That felt.
Yeah, I
that
think
felt
I think
better.
that
felt a
liberated
lot
fit
better.
your point
That
a
felt
little
a
better
lot
than
better.
masculine.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean,
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
When I
No. I think you're absolutely
when
right.
I hear masculine,
Absolutely right. I didn't have the words for it.
I automatically feel like role change, and when I look at that, it's
Yeah.
like and men are saying that they love when a female shoots her shot. You're turning me into a masculine figure now because you're making me approach you. You're making me chase you. When that's something ideally that a man is supposed to do. A man is supposed to hunt and chase.
But that's what I mean. Ideally, ideally, that was the case, and it was even the same with the roles, right? Like a man. I'm not saying roles, but let's say a man going out and sleeping with 3 or 4 different women was more accepted than a woman doing the same.
So her and I had that conversation recently.
We did.
When we were, prepping for this episode, and she's like, "I just want to know why it is, so negative." And I'm like, "Well, because men give,
right,
and women receive. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? And women have everything to lose in that equation.
That's crazy.
We carry the most consequences out of that interaction. You understand what I'm saying? The men can walk around forever never knowing that they have an STD. Mm-hmm. The likelihood of a woman being able to walk around, not knowing, is kind of it's really slim. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Men penetrate.
Right.
Women get penetrated. Right. You understand what I'm saying? The soul ties are kind of, it can't, men are, but it's different for women. You know what I'm saying? Right. When you're taking something in, when you're ingesting something, when something is being put into you. If we get pregnant, mama's baby, daddy's maybe. We know for a fact that's our baby.
Your baby, yeah.
We know. You got to take our word. You can be like, you got to take our word for it. You done tell some sense. So
well, there's I think
walk away and leave that child. It's like
I just think there's going to be things that just aren't balanced. Things that just don't seem like somebody's getting the shitty end of the stick in this situation.
Which woman has more to lose,
and it does feel like,
in my opinion,
and it is that. I'm not gonna say it feels like that. It just is what it. That's what it is. That's what it is. So let's be honest. Even as a man, I can't just be like I'm gonna protect a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole gender. Like we know, and somebody that says they don't is lying to you. They're lying to you. You know what I mean? So, just want to let y'all know that. You know what I mean? And also, like, y'all, if tell you the truth, if it was just men on this world would have been dead. I'm just saying, like, women have it, the universe, I'm just saying like this, the universe operates like a woman, and we are created from a universe, right, where it's birthing planets. Like, I think the woman is really, and I know this is gonna sound crazy coming from a man, but like it's the key to everything. Is y'all are the strongest humans on the planet. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like you want something done, give it to a woman definitely with children. You want 7 things done, like they'll still handle it and keep moving forward. A man will crumble. Like y'all just built different. Y'all built different. Yeah. Y'all built different. Yeah, we act different. We act like we tough. With true toughness, it just comes with the way y'all operate. So, it just y'all have to be. And yeah, I'm okay admitting that. Shit ain't fair. I'm okay admitting. I'm not okay admitting that. I'm not okay admitting it, but I'm just saying I see it and we understand it. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't get this poly shit. I'm just gonna tell you straight up because I can't stomach it. I don't know where I was going with that, but I wanted to say that shit.
It says how to talk about polyamory with your partner. The first step is be intentional. The second step is start with what is working. Yeah. Number 3, it says use I statements and feeling statements. Number 4 is focus on love. Number 5 is don't rush. Number 6 is don't do it alone.
You can't.
You could. Like, because sometimes
I just watched a true crime story today with maybe I wouldn't advise it.
Yeah. It's heavy. It's heavy.
So like like that. I don't know about number 3 where it says use
this shit. I'm sorry. This just ain't for me, y'all. This just ain't for me. I know what I'm about. What I'm not about is
but
more
it says use I statements and feeling statements. which I don't know, because I feel like if I'm using I statements and feeling statements, I'm making it about me.
But it is
And I'm
about,
not-
at that point, it's about each individual party involved.
I know, but that just seems so selfish.
No, it's not. If we're all going to be on the same page, I have to be intentional with how I feel about this topic.
Yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, start with what's working.
You know, this is a dope-ass relationship.
Yeah.
And you know, you are really good.
But you know what would be doper?
Well, you know, it could be a lot better.
I don't
And
know.
don't do it alone, like you said. Them true crimes, I'd be like, damn.
I watched some today. These stories was off the chart.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, my friend was like, "What?" So I'm skipping through, the Cliff's Notes version of each one. Like, wow.
Man, you know what? Y'all should definitely do a part 2 of this one. And make sure whoever y'all invite comes to this one, because I want to hear this one. Like this was interesting. Just the fact that none of us are poly. We sit there talking about it. There's somebody out there watching this probably just pissed off. I'm just saying, like they don't get it.
So I don't know
You're
if
absolutely
it would be
right.
pissed
Come on
off
and-
or not,
yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
actually it's educating. So again,
Yeah.
whoever's watching this is getting educated on it, and it might be something that they
Yeah.
inspired to do or to be.
Yeah.
And a lot of these, that's just it. It's on educating
Well,
ourselves.
I'm definitely educated. I'm like more educated now than I was before the conversation started. That which is dope, but also this is also like a conversation of curiosity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You need
I
somebody
like,
who's in it.
Yeah, just like what I mean, which I think both are way necessary. But I'm just happy to be open minded to understand it exists. May not be for me because I don't know enough. It may be for me. I don't know. Maybe when I retire, something like that. Maybe that's where I'm going. It's a poly island or something. I don't know. Do they have those? You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Like, wouldn't that be dope?
Why don't you just get them out your camera roll? Don't you have them in order on your camera roll?
I don't know, honestly.
You always doing shit
Yeah.
this way.
Yeah.
So the next slide is polyamory versus polygamy. What's the difference?
Better on our
I don't know. I'm asking.
My bad, audience.
Don't let them catch up.
Polyamory versus polygamy. What's the difference? Polyamory is multiple consensual partners. Polygamy is multiple spouses.
See, didn't
Yeah,
Polyamory
decipher it.
is
that was some stuff. You was on to something. Yeah, I was saying using that old thicker over there. You know what I mean?
Polyamory is based on love and emotional connection. Polygamy is based on religious and cultural beliefs. Polyamory entails of equal power and decision making among partners. Polygamy is a hierarchy structure with one primary spouse.
Okay.
Polyamory is open communication and honesty. Polygamy is secrecy and exclusivity. Polyamory is no gender or sexual orientation restrictions. Polygamy is typically a heterosexual and has gender bias. Polyamory is not legally recognized,
Okay.
and polygamy may be legally recognized in some countries and cultures. Whether you're exploring non-monogamy or just curious understanding the difference between polyamory and polygamy, it can help you make informed choices about your relationships.
Well played, Carlisa. That was dope.
But
You
like
know
I
what I'm
said,
saying?
I
That
do
was
research, and
was
it may be
dope.
for random reasons how I'll come across. Because I have vast conversations with a multitude, an array of different people from different cultures and backgrounds and stuff like that. I have a lot of random connections of people.
right.
So when you talk about different, you hear them say different things or something, then you get curious. And so I don't like not knowing some shit. So I
can't
gotta
stand it
go
either.
investigate what you
Yeah.
talk about, or I have to do my own research, or if I hear a word that I've never heard before, I have to go figure out what that word is, know what it is, so then I can add it to my repertoire of vocabulary.
Yeah, right.
So, but that was my understanding of polygamy, but also the basis of polygamy is like people make it seem like, well, I can have as many wives as I want. That's a cute
Sounds cute.
Real 90s,
Right, yeah.
2000s way of putting it. But be clear, we go back to its very foundation. It had nothing to do with a man wanting or needing multiple wives, but more of a cultural responsibility to protect the women in their culture.
Okay. That's yeah, this has been informed. Like this is kind of blowing my mind. Why? I mean, you know a lot about law, and I don't know if you researched this, but why is it illegal now in America?
It's not an American tradition.
What is an American
American
tradition?
is him and her.
Yeah.
Period.
And her and him.
Period. That is it. An American-based tradition is basically a husband and a wife. I mean, now we're becoming more progressive.
Right.
As a nation where we've now legalized in I don't know if it's all 50 states, but a good bit of them,
Right.
Gay marriage and things
as
of
well,
that
correct, yeah.
And now gay spouses have the same rights as
Right. Well,
heterosexual spouses and things of that nature. So, but that's just not an American custom.
Yeah.
It seems that America went out of its way to denounce.
Right, which is now our ideology as well,
Right,
right?
right.
And now that's what I'm saying. Like we're not even from this land. You know what I'm saying? We're from a different
So I
land.
had that conversation with a coworker before.
Yeah.
He was Columbus Day. He's like, Columbus Day, and I was.
Okay.
And I said, well, I bet the fuck I won't be.
Yeah.
They're like, what? What do you mean? And I'm like, that's not. First of all, the story is false in itself. That's not
Right,
even
right. We don't even
Sometimes
have to-
that'd be too
yeah.
much for people.
You
I
didn't
want.
even to talk.
But never mind let's just say, even if the story was true, I mean, like, make logical sense. He's like, well, he came and he taught, the people how to be civilized. And I'm like, well, who were you to decide what civilized looks like?
Right.
How do you determine this civilization when taught you was in the bathe?
That's real.
We are the
Do we wanna get into
foundation
that?
of culture and
No,
lifestyle.
no, no.
Not yet. Not this way. I got you.
So as you go through and you look at what they're doing with our history now.
Yeah.
It's the same principle. You're you're trying to wash it out and trying to manipulate it and turn it and change the narrative. So if they're doing that now in your face, what makes you think that they haven't been doing that all along?
Absolutely.
Leading you to believe that something was one way when it's not.
Yeah.
And then people be like, no, because read another book.
And that's
Read
so
a book that
wild
requires
because
a translation.
Yeah, because
How about try it?
I'm thinking about how a relationship should go, and it's not even off of something that I believe is just what I was taught. I was taught it was supposed to be one man, one woman, but obviously it's been for years now. Maybe one man, 4 women, or 4 women or 1 woman, 4 men. I don't know.
mean, but that's-
it's
so
like
outnumber
it's like
men.
right
So
now.
Women outnumber men, though.
But
Yeah.
again, when
So when you
Even
have to
then.
look at the grand scheme of things, some
Right.
people are willing to conform to that ideology because you understand that there's the deficit. The scales are not. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
exactly.
We might gotta share, Roger.
but we
No,
also,
Yeah, we might be happy.
we also
Roger,
gotta
lucky.
realize too that
Lucky
again,
Roger.
as we were younger, when we were taught to see things how we were taught to see them, not necessarily what was actually there.
I never went along with that. I always went against the grain.
So the reason why I'm saying this is because there are some families where Grandpa had 2 families.
Oh yeah, it's
So,
a thing.
You know what I'm saying?
My papa was a rolling stone as well.
And Grandma was okay with Grandpa having 2.
That's your next slide.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right.
And it was like, okay, Grandma's okay with that. Grandma was okay with that because there was a certain type of presentation that has to be
Right.
visible.
Well, I mean, I dig it. I dig
I'm
it.
not giving up all this time I put in, and that pension belonged to me.
I got you.
You going down to Christine's house what the fuck you want to.
That's just like in fences. Fences
Right.
is a
But when your ass die,
Yeah.
Craig,
Yeah,
right.
that pension, that life insurance, all
I mean,
that shit
how
is
many-
mine.
This brings me to like a bigger like train of thought is like how many things that we think is the way it's supposed to be was actually just I mean, manufactured for us to think that. You know, for
Some motherfuckers
relationship.
didn't like I was
Yeah.
going over there. And getting
Yeah.
We gonna do it different over here.
Exactly, right? And maybe that's what it is. Like,
But that's
maybe
how most things get-
that's
Right.
get
that we're
started.
just getting back to our natural state. You know, maybe that, I don't know. I just don't know. It's weird now that I'm thinking about it. It's like, hold up, this is kind of how it operated. Maybe years prior to this, it wasn't just man and woman. It might have been this polygamy thing was just natural. And we come to America and they say, no, you got it's one man, one woman.
One to
and now,
one.
And
One
now,
to one.
and now this is just how we believe it's supposed to be. This is just, that's how my mind is set in it, and it's actually worrying me. Because how many other things? It's like riding on we got to ride on the right side of the street, right? You ride on the left, you can ride on the left side. But society says that that's not.
That's
Until you go somewhere else.
American norm.
Yeah,
So if
exactly.
you go to Europe and you go to these other countries, it's the
Opposite side.
of the street.
That's just like with
Yeah, so-
Jamaica.
First of all, the
Right.
whole car structure is different.
It sure the fuck is.
The whole situation is swell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In
Right,
some countries. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean,
That's
Right.
why I always wanted to drive a mail truck for some reason. Like, I always wanted to drive a mail because some of the driving is on the opposite side. I was like, man, it'd be probably dope to drive on the opposite side. I might
That
get
would be
hooked,
kind
but-
of dope. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. You
But
know what I
that's
mean?
with
Yeah.
my sister-in-law. She was actually saying about Jamaica because I was like, I'll go and I'll just rent a ride when I
Right.
get there. She was like, you want to drive out there? I'm like, why? Fast and Furious out this mug. What's up with it?
Watching too goddamn movies.
She was like, no, they drive on the opposite side of the street. They drive crazy. It's dangerous. So I'm like sucking it in. I'm just like, all right, I guess I'll get in a little
guys,
shallow.
I'm YOLO!
Meanwhile, I want to do everything else.
YOLO!
So we have another slide that kind of gets into polyamory versus polygamy. Again, the definitions.
We'll take it like 10 more.
Huh?
10 more minutes.
Oh yeah.
got you.
Polyamory is the practice of engaging in multiple sexual relationships with consent of all people involved. Polygamy is the practice of having more than one wife or husband at the same time. Marriage structure, polyamory is not associated with marriage. Polygamy is associated with marriage. Polyamory, when it comes to religion, is not associated with religion. Polygamy is strongly associated with some religions. The age and time, polyamory is a modern concept. Polygamy is an ancient concept. For gender roles, polyamory may include both homosexual and heterosexual relationships. Polygamy only includes heterosexual relationships, i.e., a man with several wives or a woman with several husbands.
Okay.
Then, I indulged and found a test
Okay. Come
that I
on with it.
did take. And it just says you're equipped with a healthy mindset to explore an open relationship.
I bet it did.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You out here, what you out here doing, see?
I bet
What you out here
it
doing?
did.
What you out here doing? You out here like that?
I am not out here doing a damn thing.
Okay, all right.
But
That's what you said? That's
I'm just being as though I was in
yeah.
a marriage for so long, and I felt
Yeah.
like there was a lot of unhonest things that happened in that. I'm more open and honest about my feeling, like how I would feel about something.
Right.
So, in essence, I feel like if my ex would have came to me and told me like these are the things that I'm feeling, this is what I want to do,
Yeah.
it would have gave me more of an option to sit in it and be like, okay, go ahead and do you. But
Right.
if I go and do me, like you really can't get mad about that situation.
Right. No, I get it.
You know what I mean?
I
So-
understand. I understand.
So that's just, kind of sort of what that was about.
Right.
I just opened them as honestly as my mind could answer them at this point in juncture of my
When,
thought process with relationships.
is it still, are you open to be like, are you open to commit again? If somebody wanted to be your one and you wanted to be their one, You know, do you want to be somebody's one?
I do want to be somebody's one. I do.
Are you ready right now though?
Not right now. Like at this particular moment, nah.
Are you out here polying it right
No,
now?
I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not polying.
cool. This. All right, guys. I think we gotta. No, just come in.
No, I'm not out here following.
No, but-
what I like, so I am dating, but I'm not. Like
Okay.
for me,
How's that work?
my thought process is like, in order for me to even get comfortable being in someone's space, I have to know, like, somebody has to be honest with me.
Right.
So in these conversations, if I'm talking to you about family and your family structure and how's your relationship with your mom, your dad, your peoples, and you're like, oh, I don't really want to discuss that, then that makes me feel apprehensive.
Okay.
Because that's important to me.
Can I ask you a question? All right. So if you had. And no, I'm just curious. I'm curious because I know this is sensitive. This is like a real, like, this is real, like, so if you had a box, like there was 5 questions, and they had to answer every 5 of them, you know, before you even say, you know what, I can open up to even, if they got one of those questions wrong, would you just disregard them?
No.
You wouldn't? Okay, that's not like a
Because there's always room for growth in that. Like, you might have to get comfortable enough with me to be like, this is what it is. Like, I don't fuck with my mom. That bitch lied to me when I was 10. So I don't fuck
I
with
got
her.
you. I got
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it might take you a couple, you know, and
Right.
it might take us being around each other and you feeling like I'm a safe space for you to open up and say those things.
Right.
One of the questions that I asked is like, if I was to talk to your ex, what would she say? Like, what would be the
Wrong move. That's the wrong
What would your
move.
ex say?
Yeah, that's
my ex would say I cheated. No, it would be up to that person to decide, like, is that in my character?
That's a stupid.
I wouldn't even want to talk to that. I was like, I'll be present. I'll be present. I would be
to
present.
me,
Yeah.
It's that in my opinion,
Yeah.
first it's a stupid question, but number 2, if I was to talk to your ex, would you say nothing good because that motherfucker don't want me to be moved on? Like, what is wrong with you people? Like, what you think that motherfucker gonna say?
Good.
But
That bitch ain't shit.
the question
That
is
nigga ain't
designed
shit.
to
Fuck
show
him,
me how
fuck him,
honest
fuck
you're going to
him.
be. That's what the question is designed, to show me how honest you're going to be. So if you tell me
But then why not
like,
just ask where did you fall short in your last relationship? Why
because
does it
I
have
don't
be
want
with
it
your
to
ex's
be, I don't want it to be a
perspective?
negative
I don't know what
aspect
your
on you
perspective
because you might not have fell short.
Well,
It's
no,
it's
well,
opinionated.
I think if a relationship,
whatever,
if a relationship
some
fails,
would say that
if a
I
relationship
would say.
fails, there's wrong on both ends. I mean, I
Right.
say fails like without like
And the reason why I
without like anything else like happening. But if a relationship was to fail in any situation, there has to be a wrong on both ends. Like, I shouldn't have accepted this, or I shouldn't have did this. It's going to be like,
Exactly.
you know what I
That's
mean?
my
'Cause
point. Where did you
yeah.
fall short in your
Yeah.
last
Well,
relationship?
the other thing about that, the reason why I asked it is because if we are doing something in picture is small.
Yeah.
So I don't want the possibility of us going out and your ex being there or my ex being there and there's some type of uncomfortability.
But it's going to be
Yeah.
some discomfort and not uncomfortability. Discomfort.
But it's for me, it's like it's not on my part because I disclosed to you what could possibly be a situation.
Right.
The situation is going to be weird. I don't care who
Yeah.
told who what. The
Yeah.
situation is going to be weird.
And well, for me,
I can tell you, you're going to be weird, a motherfucker, for me, because my ex is all hands.
I was about to ask you, what would your ex say about you,
My ex is
Carlisa?
all
What would they?
hands. Which depending on who you talk to.
yeah,
So if
she's bitch.
well, first, no. Well,
Yeah, I've heard it.
one of them
I've heard it.
would call me the B word.
I was like, oh,
And
really?
in abundance, like
She's
go
so
overboard.
cool. Really?
Yeah, he would.
But
He
again,
would
it's-
go that,
you know
that,
somebody's
but you don't-
character.
you haven't- So here's my issue: talking to my exes at this level serves you nothing because my most recent relationship is deceased.
Right.
That relationship was over 12 years long. So
that's
you don't even know
who you
I am.
are.
who you talking about at this
that's
point.
right.
Whatever opinion that you have of me
Right.
is expired information.
Yeah.
It's outdated.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
like that was 6 months or a year ago. Now
Right.
6 months, you know what I'm saying? 6 months or a year ago, you know what I mean? That person's not here to tell you what that information is. So you just gonna have to
Figure this out.
roll the dice, baby. You have to gamble and see. Bold bet on black. You know what I'm
You know what I'm saying?
You just gonna have to
Figure
try
this
and
shit
find out. But if you go talking to anybody, and even then, my ex, before my husband, I don't know, a couple years, I don't think he would say anything negative about me.
Yeah.
Honest to God, him specifically, I don't think would have a negative. I think he would say that, you know, that he didn't appreciate
Yeah.
in totality what I was bringing to him. And
Yeah.
it just was probably the right situation, but the wrong time.
Let me ask you a
You know what
question.
I'm saying?
Because we always go back. What would your ex? What would your future boyfriend say about you, or husband?
So for me, it like I'm internalizing. I'm internalizing this, and it would like for me, it would probably be to love myself. Like I could do whatever I could do for other people, but in essence, am I really doing it for me?
Yeah, but if so your future husband or your future boyfriend, what would you want them to say about you?
What would I want them to say?
If they were asked who's Sierra, what would you want them to say? Who she is?
Just an all around dope person, like just dope.
The dopeness.
Yeah, that's it. That's
No,
all.
but 2 scoops of dope.
Yeah,
I got you. I got you.
My queen,
What about you,
my
Khalees?
everything.
What about your Khalees? What about you?
I'm telling you,
That's what you. Oh, that's the answer.
my everything.
Yeah.
The air I breathe,
And why would they say that? Why would they
the
say?
water I drink.
Why would they say you're dope, or why would they say that you're
I
their
just think
queen?
like it's an essence, and like I said, characteristic. Like your
Why
character.
would they say I'm amazing? Because I'm fucking amazing.
Okay. Period.
But beyond that, I'm not perfect by no stretch of imagination. So they probably like, oh, she's fucking awesome. Just don't piss her off.
Boom.
There you
Don't
go.
That part.
I would
That
piss
part.
her off if I were you, because she's not just going to be rah when you
Right.
piss her off. You know, if you can get her rah,
Right.
good job.
Nah,
but if she goes quiet, you're fucked.
Well, you know what? That's a
You're
great. That's
fucked.
just great answers, right? You just want somebody. You just want him to know you're dope. You just want to know you're amazing, right?
No,
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
I mean, and it's only because,
I don't
like,
think it has to go any deeper than that.
Nah.
It doesn't have to be any deeper than that. Like that should be enough. You know what I'm saying? I dig it. Nah, I dig it. I fucks with
Fucking
that.
amazing. Have you seen that?
I fucks with that. I fucks with that.
Boobs.
All right, so y'all ready to take it out?
We got one more
Oh,
slide.
we got one more slide. Oh shit! I was trying to get out of here. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm ready to die.
Let's go. Let's get it.
We
Let's
got
get it.
that.
Polyamory and open relationships.
So we asked about
Polyamory,
that.
relationship with multiple partners.
Right.
Solo poly, dating oneself. What?
Yeah, you
You date yourself out there? Yo, that's too. That's
Solo
conceited,
gotta be
isn't that?
involved.
I don't know about
That's
that.
conceited already.
Swinging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swinging.
All right.
Couples will allow their partners to have sex with other couples.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Been there once in my life.
Monogamish.
Monogamish. Monogamish. With
Primarily exclusive
ISH.
relationship
Alright.
occasionally includes dating others.
That just sounds.
Polyfidelity, closed group, usually including 3 or 4 partners.
When do you start thinking they making shit up? That's what I'm just saying. Like that's because it gets to a point where I just don't want to understand and just say
Right,
now
right,
y'all just
right,
now you just
Now y'all
making excuses. When does it become excuses?
So when I look
To
at
just
these,
be nasty,
these,
you know what I'm
these
saying?
Things,
I ain't saying nasty, but to live
I
that life.
actually like do it like psychology based. Like I look for like psychology websites or psychologists.
No,
who-
I
What
get
the fuck
it.
does that have to do with the price of tea and making this shit up China?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
niggas be making this shit like I ain't saying.
If you want to do it, just do it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta
Relationship
call it.
anarchy.
Mm.
Relationship
This
with
is-
no rules or similarities to traditional monogamy. So basically, just do what the fuck you want.
That's
right. When you won't.
Because it's like I don't know. I just feel like if that's the way you want to live, then just call it what it is. Call it spade a spade.
Yeah.
That's it. But that was just way too many It's just way too many. I'm sorry. It's just
Monogamish, like the
like that's just.
Yeah, monogamish, that's when you...
Yeah.
Solo poly.
There's
like,
people
all
out
right,
there
now,
living this life
shut
that
up.
never heard these
people that
words.
heard monogamish, like,
Yeah.
okay, me and Tommy...
Why everybody gotta be different?
I'm
That's
in a
just not the
relationship
problem.
but Tommy understand that
Yeah.
I'm gonna be going out with Charles to the movies. I'm gonna go get dinner at Cheesecake
So
Factory.
y'all polyamorous? Because I'm not about to play this game.
How
With neither one of y'all.
Yo,
So,
that's
stop playing.
that's heavy.
It is.
It's like how many shades of black is there? And there may be a lot of
How
shades,
many?
but if you put them all, if you put those shades if you put them next to each other, you really couldn't tell the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Gloss and
Yeah. I mean, there's certain exactly right. There's certain shades,
But you're a painter, so how many shades of black are there?
there's probably there's millions.
I know Bob
But
Ross
if
got a good 2 or 3.
There's probably millions, but if you were to put them there, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like you really
Some
couldn't.
jackass that swear to God they good.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Midnight black.
Whoever made up these words, it sound like that jackass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dusk black.
it is what it is.
I mean, that's what I said. Bob Ross
black.
always
Black
hit you
is
with a couple Phthalo blue. I was like, that Phthalo blue is cracking. I need that for a couple.
Yo, I gotta. Hey, yo.
But I like Bob Ross.
Yeah, I know it's crazy that his name made it in this podcast though. That's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? He's everywhere.
All right, I guess.
Yeah,
This
that was
close.
dope.
I hope you learned a lot.
I learned
I
a
did.
whole lot today. Goodness gracious, man.
Let's go and close out this
Goodness
episode.
gracious.
Another successful episode.
Absolutely. That shit was crazy.
We are actually
About 3.
we got 3 left.
3 left.
Yeah.
3 left.
episodes left.
3
That's heavy.
episodes left until we close out the season. We're still discussing next
But we're
season.
going to open the season. I believe we're opening the season with a live event.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We're
Whoop,
gonna
whoop.
open it up with our live
So
event.
the first episode of next season will be a live event. People have been submitting topics, so if you have a topic idea, send it to us.
Where's this live event at?
Same place. same
24?
time.
Valley.
It's gonna be into Valleys. That's right. Valleys.
Yes,
Valleys.
Valley.
The crib.
Yeah. The crib.
Crib. Yeah.
Crib.
So we're still trying to chop down the date.
We arguing over that date, boy.
Yeah, I mean, we trying to get we might have to pick it out a hat and just go from there.
Hey, next week, I think we're gonna go next door too. We'll try that out. So get a new location going too. Just try to change up the scenery a little bit in the gallery.
So the next topics, I'll read them off just in case you want to reach out to us and be a part of our panel for any of these topics. 1121, we have long distance. So if you're in a long distance relationship or you would like to explore long
Skip
distance.
one.
What is it?
1119 is code, or something like 11 something is codependent
No, I got 1121.
as well.
That's 21, yeah.
Yeah, it's 1121 is long distance. Codependency's on 12.5.
No. No, it is not. No, it is not.
Because we do the 21st and then we're off the 28th because of
Codependent is
this.
the 21st of November.
So we're switching them.
No, it's always been the 21st of
Okay,
November.
okay. My bad. I listed them wrong. My fault. God.
Nothing like
My
me.
fault.
Skip it.
So
Okay.
let's switch that.
Yeah, let's figure this out. Because I gotta be confused a little bit.
1121
It's codependent.
is codependent. 12.5
It's long
is long
distance.
distance.
About 12.5.
So our next one will be codependency. So if you feel like that's a topic that resonates with you,
Say that now, because it's next Tuesday.
yeah, because it's
forever
it's
hold
next
your peace.
Tuesday. So
Yeah, I mean.
codependent that might be
Yeah.
including like trauma bonding or things of that nature. So if that resonates again with you, what?
I am listening.
I mean, you getting I felt kind of grilled a little bit, like back up on
Girl,
me,
you need to calm down. I am listening to you.
So if you feel like codependent is something that resonates with you, please reach one of our inboxes, the Social Flex inbox, Carlisa Turner or Sierra Tompkins. Then we'll do long distance on 12.5. So if that resonates with you, if you're in a long distance relationship,
You want to be in a long distance
or you want to be in a long
You
distance,
was in a long distance relationship.
and
You know somebody that was in a
we're
long
gonna close out our season with toxic, and I think we already have at least two panelists for this one.
It is so befitting.
That we are ending with toxic.
Because you just love.
I mean, that's
The
good
drama.
Merry Christmas to you.
The drama right before the holidays.
I like other people's drama,
So
not my
way to break
own.
it in here.
I like other people's drama and not my own.
Trying to
Is
break you
that
up
so
before
bad?
February.
Is that y'all people like watching Love and Hip Hop and the Real Housewives? So why
I watch
not?
it, but I spend all the time cussing the TV out like they can hear me. Like, what type of shit is this?
Why not have in studio real drama?
Oh, shit.
So and then 12/19 we'll go on a social flex vacation. We'll still be doing things in the midst.
We ain't going on vacation. She went on vacation.
I said social flex vacation.
I ain't on vacation. This is half of the social flex will still be around, local as hell.
So in the
You want
meantime,
to social flex with me? Just let me know.
in
You
between
should say
time,
shit like that to the end of that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
You
that-
should say,
that was kinda
"You wanna
crazy."
social flex with me. You should say things like that to
it's
you.
like at the end of every show we say something wild. It's
I
not.
said what I meant. They the ones trying to make it dirty.
But if you would like to schedule an etiquette series, if you have any brands or anything like that you would like us to centralize on the show, we would be more than happy to kind of speak with you on that. I don't really have anything personal, just a lot of emotional things I'm dealing with. We might discuss some of those topics next season. You got anything?
Alright. He said, alright.
Okay.
Alligator tears over there. Yeah.
It's been a rough weekend for me. Like, God damn.
Yeah.
That's because of them two fucking birds that came in my house. I know it. No.
3 little birds.
What's up with you and these
Sat
birds?
on
When they came in my crib and the one didn't want to leave.
And they told me you don't have
He
to
was
worry.
just chilling.
You just let him chill too, though?
No, I mean,
Okay, the way you sat back is like,
And he didn't want to leave that bird trying to get back and she put him outside. He's like, no, make a big. We are roommates.
he sat on my porch like, is she going to open the door, sis? Got too sleepy. He was like,
the whistle down. Like, I'm not
You should
going.
have set him up. You know?
He said it's nice and cozy in here.
my cousin was like, oh, you
I don't
should
even know what the direction south is.
Peter, we do not condone
Yeah.
the harming of any animals at all here at the social
it was
place.
tough enough getting him out the house. Running around in the motherfucking big ass house trying to get this with a broom in a bucket.
Again, Peter,
Imagine
we
that.
do not condone.
How long were you
Animals
chasing
and
this
anything
thing, girl?
animal.
How long did you
Here at
have
the
that
social
broom in that
flex.
bucket in your
For
hand?
about an hour.
You would just
no
run around with
shit.
a, yeah.
For about an hour.
Whew.
Then I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just open this door. He gonna fly out eventually, or she, whatever it was.
You ain't trying
I'm gonna
to,
misgender that.
yeah, misgender the
Yeah.
bird out here, misgender the pigeon. You know what I mean? I don't know. I dig it.
Well, that's it for today's episode of
That's it.
Polyamory here at
That's it.
Social Flex down at 1028 Studio.
Hello.
Thank you for tuning in, and we hope you learned something.
Yes, yes,
Here at the
yes.
Social Flex, we always